Ready.
In any capacity, whether you are a soldier or a civilian, you may encounter a medical emergency. From the parade field to the battlefield, from downrange to downrange, you may have to evacuate an injured or incapacitated battle buddy to a safe place so that they can get medical attention, so that they may get back home. In this class, we will learn 5 one-person carries. These are important in situations where there is but one person to do the carry. Follow these instructions to carry injured individuals in various states of consciousness and injury. Our terminal learning objective is to perform manual carries in a classroom environment given a simulated casualty. You'll perform 4 of the 5 manual carries, following the performance steps sequentially. 100% accuracy is required for a go at each of the 4 carries. The 2 safety considerations. Manual carries can further aggravate the casualty's injuries, so you want to be mindful of the casualty's injuries. 2, you can injure yourself. So you can mitigate these risks by choosing the correct carry and by performing each carry with care. Does anyone have a profile against smoking? Environmental impact is none. Following this block of instruction, here in this classroom, you will be evaluated on your ability to perform manual carries. In this training, you will apply what you've learned in evaluating a casualty, and you will use the knowledge you gain here in this class in future classes on evacuating a casualty. The first carry is the fireman's carry. Anybody not familiar with this carry? We've all seen it. Why would you use the fireman's carry?
As long as you can support the weight correctly, you can. It's an easy carry to do. If you need to.
That's correct. Because it's an easy carry, you can carry the casualty for a long distance, moderate to long distances. And you can do this if the casualty is conscious or unconscious. Sergeant Kelly, please come forward. We're using Sergeant Kelly as a simulated casualty. Please line up.
Line up. Sonic?
Right. If the casualty is not in the prone position, face down, you want to get him that way because it's easier to get the casualty up from the prone position face down. So for the fireman's carry, the first thing you have to do is stand the casualty up. So you straddle the casualty, sliding your arms under the casualty's chest, and lock your hands. You're locking your hands under the chest. Next thing you want to do is walk the casualty back to his knees. Walk the casualty back to his or her knees. Next, we're going to stand the casualty up, walking back further, then walk forward to lock the knees. Okay. I'll show you an alternative lift. Sergeant Kelly, the same thing. There's an alternate way to lift the casualty. Standing in front of the casualty, you squat down. Reach under the casualty's armpits. Get your arms around his back, if that's possible. If not possible, you probably would want to do this lift. Raise the casualty to his knees. Watch your head. And secure your hold. You may have to get lower. And then lift. Okay. Any questions about standing the casualty? Okay, were we all able to see that? All right. Sergeant Kelly, right here. Face to close. All right. From the standing position, you want to get your foot between the casualty's feet. Take one arm, lift his arm, and bend down. As you bend down, you're placing his arm over your shoulder. You see that? As you bend down. With your other arm, you're going to put your other arm between his legs, hold his knee. With this hand that's near his knee, you're going to grab his wrist. On the other side. You're raising the arm up, bend at the waist, arm over the shoulder, grab his wrist. With your free hand, you're going to support your weight and lift. Side. Bend at the waist, reach around his leg, grab his wrist. So, support your hand on your thigh and lift. All right. Any questions about the fireman's carry? Anybody see the movie Forrest Gump? The fireman's carry was used when Lieutenant Dan. All right, next we'll do the support carry. Sergeant Kelly right here. For the support carry, you want, this is you. Do you know why you would use the support carry? The support carry, anybody not familiar with the support carry? Okay, the support carry, you've all seen this downrange. Anybody been to Korea? Right, you've seen it. Sorry, this is the support carry.
Now I remember. I just wasn't the one being hearing.
Okay. Let's see, Sergeant. So this is used for a conscious casualty who has at least one good leg and can hop around on that leg. So you have the casualty sit, squat at his side, have him put his arm around your neck, your other arm around his waist, and lift. You're going to be next to his injured leg, because he's going to walk around on the leg that's on the outside for balance. Balance would go better that way. All right? So if you stand and then just move out. Okay. That's the support carry. Any questions? The next carry is the arms carry. Now again, you have to, this can be used for an unconscious casualty. All right? Stay down.
Back.
If he's not in a prone position, get him there and have him face down. All right. Sergeant Cohen, remember how to stand the casualty?
I did.
So, bro, yep. If you would, please stand up the casualty. Right, straddle the casualty, like hands around his chest, walk back. Get back to his knees, walk back further, straighten his legs, lock, make sure his knees are locked. All right, thank you. All right, and from the standing position, you're gonna slide your arm between the casualty's arm and back, around to the other side. Slide the arm in, around the back, to the other side. All right, hold your neck. Reach down behind his knees and lift. Okay, again, slide in, around the back, hand behind his knees and lift. You've also seen that in Forrest Gump when Forrest Gump was carrying Bubba. You remember what was significant about Bubba's injury?
I think he had a stomach wound, abdominal wound.
Right, he had an abdominal wound. So that is why that carry was used in that situation. He carried him a long way. You may not be able to do that with the arms carry. You may not be able to carry a casualty a long distance with that. But if you are able to, and you don't want to aggravate the injury, then you would use the arms carry. Most likely, you would use that carry to place the casualty on a lift. The next carry is the saddleback carry. Now, you all have seen this one. You know it as the piggyback carry. Anybody know for which casualty you use this carry? You would have to consider the level of consciousness. In this case, ma'am, you would use it for conscious casualty, someone who can hold your neck. They're not ambulatory, which means they can't walk, but they can hold your neck. Okay? All right, again, from the standing position, you turn your back towards the casualty, have him put his arm around your neck, put the other arm around your neck, reach down behind his knees, and lift. Okay? Easy. Down. One more time. Arm around the neck, other arm around the neck, reach behind his knees, and lift. Just move out. The next carry is the pack strap carry. Pack strap carry, you would use this on a casualty with obviously good arms, because you're going to use his arms as a way to hold him onto your body. Raise the casualty to a standing position. Grab one arm, bring it back towards the casualty. Place one arm around your head. Same with the other arm. You want to get low. Stoop so that his armpits are above your shoulders. And lift. And move this way. You want to make sure that the casualty's feet are not dragging on. Yes.
Would that one also be good for someone that's twice taller than you? Because I know you said not dragging around, but the ones you showed us so far. Would that be like the best one? Because all the weight is like on his back when you're carrying the sack. And, you know, in the lower portion of his body, you don't weigh that much, so you can kind of move him out.
That's a good point. You wouldn't want to use the pack strap carry if you're much shorter than the casual. Because, like you said, you don't want his feet dragging the ground. We've covered the fireman's carry, the support carry, the arms carry, the pack strap carry, again, the fireman's carry, the arms carry, the support carry, the pack strap carry. That's fine. Thanks, Sergeant Kelly. See you. Check on learning. I have a question. You have a conscious casualty with an injured leg. How would you carry it? It's conscious, but he has an injured leg. It's a good carry for that. Sergeant, I mean, Captain Thompson.
You could use the pack strap or you just shut it.
That's a good one.
I don't know the name of it. I don't remember the name of it. One when you're next to them. When you're next to the injured leg, so they would use that out of the support thing. I don't remember the name of it. We call it the soldier shuffle. I know that's not right.
Right. The correct name is the support carry.
Yeah, the support carry. That's how that's it.
What if you have an unconscious casualty with an abdominal and you want to place the casualty on a litter? What carry would you use? Sergeant. That's correct. So we've performed manual carries in a classroom environment given a simulated casualty. Thank you, Sergeant Kelly. You have to perform 4 of the 5 manual carries following the performance steps sequentially. 100% accuracy is required for a go at each of the 4 carries. During this block of instruction, we discussed 5 one-person manual carries. We discussed the fireman's carry, the support carry, the arms carry, the saddleback, and the pack strap carries. We discussed what purposes those carries may be used for. Manual carries are important to know because the physical and dangerous nature of our profession, you never know when the person next to you will go down and you have to evacuate. Given what you've learned about manual carries, if you're ever in that situation, you will know what to do. Thank you.
Cool.